Hansbarger. Colonel Lautner, Captain Lewis, Colonel Retired Lasser, Colonel Retired Scotchy, Command Sergeant Major Howard, Councilman Carcio, Mayor Dwyer, other distinguished guests and friends of the Battle Shark Battalion, welcome to today's ceremony, and thank you for taking the time out of your busy days to join us here today. I do want to introduce a few people that I'm especially excited to have here. First, my sister, Lori, who traveled from Seattle. Lee's parents, Jerry and Nancy Robinson, who traveled from Ohio to share this great day with us. And Frank and Gail Conway, who have sort of adopted Lee and I, and they're David and Molly's California grandparents, as we call them. So thank you for being here. You have all greatly contributed to the success that we've had in the battalion, whether you realized it or not. Colonel Lautner, you're absolutely correct that the soldiers of this battalion have accomplished some remarkable things over the last 2 years. Of course, I'm biased, but I couldn't be more proud of what this battalion has accomplished over the past 2 years. However, we couldn't have done all this if it wasn't for the support we've received in accomplishing our mission and representing the Army throughout Southern California. I'd like to take a minute to thank the people that have contributed to some of our great accomplishments and that have supported me personally over the past 2 years. First, you, sir, thank you for your leadership that you provided while in command. I've learned a lot from you and have definitely helped me become a better leader and better Army officer. You've provided many lessons that I'll carry with me throughout the remainder of my career. To Eric Cook, Dr. Glenn Rockmore, Judy Goffin, Gil Corper, Joe Carcio, Mike Ali, Devin Dwyer, and other members and supporters of the Orange County Army Advisory Council. Thank you for your continued support to our soldiers and your efforts to help connect the communities throughout Orange County with the Army. I especially want to thank the City of Huntington Beach for hosting our Mega Future Soldier event for the past 4 years. While our soldiers and staff put a lot of work into that great event each year, it would not be possible without the support from the city and the members of the Advisory Council. I know Dan McLeaf, even though he couldn't be here today, is exactly the right individual to lead this diverse group forward and to continue to support our soldiers and Lieutenant Colonel Oliver. To Jim Burnett, Duffy Doherty, Jim Weatherly, Craig McEwen, Lisa Burnett, and Diana Ocampo, and other members of the San Diego Army Advisory Council. Through your efforts and support, we've put the Army on the map in San Diego. Your support has assisted us in going from key leaders in San Diego, not realizing that the Army had a presence in that area, to developing significant relationships throughout the city that were unimaginable when we first developed this council. Jim Burnett, I fully acknowledge that the success of the council is only because of the amount of time and effort you've personally put into it. I greatly value the friendship we've developed, and I cannot thank you enough for the support you've provided the Army, to this battalion, and to Lee and I personally. While Sergeant Major Perrine can't be here today, I have to thank my battle buddy for the past 2 years. Command Sergeant Major Perrine was the senior non-commissioned officer in this battalion over the past 3 years, and I want to thank not only him, but the company first sergeants and our staff non-commissioned officers. I've never served with a group of NCOs that are as technically competent as this group of outstanding leaders. You truly are the backbone of the Army, and this organization would come to a screeching halt if it wasn't for your collective leadership. Thank you. I also don't think the Army could have assembled a stronger, more talented group of officers than the company commanders and the staff officers that we have in this battalion. Thank you for providing the leadership to our soldiers and your hard work and dedication on a daily basis. And to the soldiers and civilians of this great battalion, I could stand up here and talk for hours about all of the incredible statistics you've achieved in enlistment categories and future soldier sustainment, and it would be a very impressive list. But I'm only going to mention one statistic. You provided the opportunity to positively change the lives of more young Americans than any other battalion throughout the United States Army Recruiting Command. Again, this battalion has enlisted more soldiers into the regular Army and United States Army Reserve than any other battalion in this country. And that's an incredible accomplishment, one that you should all be very proud of. Thank you for your efforts to make that happen. While that is an incredible accomplishment that you should all be very proud of, it's not the one that I want to thank you for the most. I want to thank you for representing the United States Army throughout Southern California with the utmost professionalism, integrity, and commitment. I want to thank you for taking care of each other, for reaching out to your battle buddy when it looks like he or she is having a rough day or dealing with some sort of stress in their lives. Your representation of the Army and taking care of each other is truly what is important. And I finally want to thank you and your family members for your service to the United States Army and the sacrifices that you have each made in serving our great country. You truly are the strength of the Army and the strength of our nation. Lastly, and definitely most importantly, I want to thank my wife, Lee. We showed up to California 2 years ago. It was just you and I, and we're leaving with a family, with Molly and David. And I'll tell you, I couldn't be more happy. It's truly been a great experience. We've had our challenges, but I'll tell you, you have persevered and pulled us through as a family. So thank you for giving me the time and allowing me to focus on the things that I need to focus on. I love you very much, and I'm looking forward to the next chapter of our life at Fort Sill, Oklahoma. You're truly my best friend, and I love you very much, so thank you. Johnny and Louise, welcome home to Southern California. There isn't another team in the Army that I would be more comfortable turning this battalion over to. I know you will provide the required leadership and focus to continue the momentum these outstanding soldiers have developed. Enjoy your time in Southern California, and I wish you the best of luck. Again, thank you for all coming to share this day with us. Commanding these outstanding soldiers has truly been a great experience, full of many successes that you've all helped make possible. God bless you, all of our soldiers, and God bless this great country. Battle Sharks, Army Strong.